Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 69. This video was originally streamed live on August 11th, 2024. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hello everybody, my name is Corazar, and welcome back at long last to Vintage Story Desert Life. It's good to be here again. It's very weird being here again. I've sort of lost the muscle memory of what to do. But here we are in world. I did spend a little time between episodes. You'll see it's morning. I slept through the night because it was medium rift activity. And I dropped our armor on a new stand down here. You'll see that in the thumbnail was up here, but that was just temporary spot for a screenshot. So it's going to live down here for now. It'll have a more permanent home once we get a bigger permanent home. I'm also going to get hungry here in a second, so let's go ahead and just plop this down here. A bite to eat. And you're empty. Place. And we also have the Old Wolf of Pharaon is here and Bryguy 0052. Welcome to both of you. Good to see you guys here. Let's grab some more food. Load up on that. And let's get outside in the sunlight. Bask in it for a moment while we talk about what we're going to do. So, as I mentioned before I actually started the full stream, we have oranges to check out. So, I have an empty inventory, or relatively so, and we're going to go and pick as many oranges from the couple trees that we know are growing over to the west as we possibly can. And then, I think today we're going to make some big strides toward steel. We have iron, we've had iron for a little while now, and we have our iron anvil that was so much fun to smith. Luckily that was during a chores stream, so I got to just kind of sit back and chat with you guys. But I want to go, and we are going to be... Hello. This is empty. We're going to be working on getting the materials for steel. That's going to be mostly to build the cementation furnace. Oh, hello. Thought I heard something crazy. But yeah, we're going to build the furnaces, probably do 2 this time around. We did 2 in the second season of the guide, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2. And that worked out pretty well. Building 3 is a bit much. So we're going to be getting some bauxite today. A lot of it, well, maybe not a lot of it. We're going to be doing it with the quarry mod. And so that should speed things up pretty well. And then we're going to be hitting up the quartz mine. We'll be blowing that up with some bombs. Because I remembered where I kept the bombs now. We'll also be hitting the olivine that we found on the way to the bauxite. And I know that we're kind of going out here without the tools needed for that, and that's intentional. Because the oranges could take up a significant chunk of our inventory space, and I didn't want to be lugging around perishable oranges while we're off, you know, gallivanting in the bauxite-filled countryside. And we have Benny Custom here and Hazard 151. Hey guys, welcome. Good to see both of you. Yes, Hubris will be doing explosives today. Also, hello. Willie, I could go for some of you. Well, you know, it's fine. We have tons of it at home already, and I don't feel like making another throwaway stone hoe, so it gets to stay there. Oh, and Nightbot is still... I have not figured out how to stop Nightbot from like stopping spam like that, being a little aggressive about it. But here we have our orange tree, right, for 8.7 days. Not too shabby. Let's grab like one of these. Then we're just gonna spread these out so we don't accidentally end up eating a ton of our oranges. Now these should last a while, I think. Fresh for 15 days in inventory. That's not too shabby for fruit. Once we get them into our cellar, it should be like, not quite a year, but maybe 60 to 75 days. So some of this will likely rot eventually, but that's okay. Did I see that you can undermine and pick up threat mounds? I did actually see that. And you know, I knew that previously and I'd forgotten about it. So I mentioned it, and I think I tried it, but I did something wrong, and it goofed on me, so I was like, oh, maybe not. And I just sort of forgot about it. I don't really have a great interest in them, though, so I'm not super concerned about them. Alright, I think we got everything here. Oh, one more. So from that tree, we got not quite 2 stacks of oranges. We have one more orange tree to check out here, though. Let's unpin you. Or we did have one. Ah, there it is. Over this way. And we have Theanictos. Hey! Welcome, welcome. You're woefully behind on the series, so you won't stay. Oh, good to see you anyway. Well. That's odd. Did we already harvest this one? I gotta go check my basement now. There's a chance we may have harvested this guy already. And if we did, I feel like a goof. Ooh, bauxite termite mounds. That'd be interesting. You like the color? Yeah, that would be a really cool color. Well, let's get these oranges home. Let's see if we did, and I just forgot or something. Maybe it's a year behind the other. I don't think it should be Seraphim, because as I recall, that I marked it because it had oranges on it, like green oranges. Or back when it was flowering, I think, even when I marked it. So I don't think so. But then again, I don't have perfect recall of what happened there. So we'll see. And we have Jammin' BT here. Welcome, Jammin'. You made it in time for us to get the orange haul home. So I'm going to check off my list while running here. Oranges, check. There we are. And running across the desert like this reminds me of one of the updates that Tyron posted recently on the VS Discord. Was about animals and how they're going to be handled with the game's tendency to create just straight lava tubes down to heck. So apparently animals, if they get like lethal damage, they don't, well, not animals, specifically mounts, like mount-trained animals, if they take lethal damage, they don't die. They sort of go into like a I'm wounded mode. And I don't recall exactly, I don't know if they are like truly invincible, or if you have like a certain time span like to get to them and heal them up. But you can heal them once they're wounded. Okay, we did not pick oranges. Okay. Well, we didn't get as many as I was hoping for, but we have pomegranates galore and olives galore, which aren't actually fruit, but that's fine. That is perfectly fine. And we have Head of Lead and Daniel Alfrey here. Did the stream just start? You just woke up? It did. It started at 10 a.m. my time, which is who knows what a.m. your time. Okay, so we got that. I want to get as many resources in one fell swoop. It must be a fell swoop. None of these beneficial swoops. I'd also like some more bandages. Do I have any pre-made? I think I did somewhere. But our organization leaves something to be desired. Just a little something. Let's see, would you be in here or here? No. How about in here? I should keep it in here. This is a beehive vessel, and I make bandages with honey. So I feel like this would be the prime spot to store them. Alright, well, I'm going to assume we don't have any. I know we did use a few last time. And Faux Shamil just found out about this game. It looks awesome. You love Lovecraft. Hey, awesome. I think you'll enjoy this. And Aaron Hoggs is here as well. Welcome, Aaron. Let's see. Let's grab that. Let's grab a bowl for some more bandages for the honey. Oh, and I need the sulfur as well. Or we'll sulfur the consequences. Okay. Sulfur. And I think it's you, and then you. No, it's more like this. Go. I'll make 2 more sets. And we may as well take the sulfur over to get ground up. Now this turns into 2 each, so we'll just do a stack's worth. Where's the best place to get this game? Over at vintagestory.at, there's a purchasing page. That is the official site. If you can't purchase it there for some reason, there's also, I think, a Humble store page, which you can get to. I think I have an affiliate link. It might not be in the video description today, but I do have one. And then I think there's also itch.io, but I think, as I recall, that getting the key is a little more complicated. It's not like dreadful or anything, it's just there's a bit of a process to it. Alright, we're gonna hook you up. We'll let you grind away there. And since we're not outputting this at all, apparently, since this isn't coming out into hoppers and things, it's not going to lose anything because we're not forcing it out. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this floor. I enjoy this floor a lot. I forgot we did this last stream. This is a fun floor. Yep, I like it. I almost feel like the bricks here need like something now, like something to jazz them up. Maybe like a gold. We already have a gold like ring around them. Maybe like another one inset here somewhere, or something else. We'll see. I made the windmill building look like a palace. Yeah, I guess it did. I was kind of going for like a fancy eatery, and maybe today's stretch goal. If we get all of the resource gathering and brick firing done, maybe our stretch goal today will be to get some furniture in here and make this place feel a little bit lived in. Maybe even start working on seeing if we have materials to make a boat, which like. I mean, this is a reasonably large body of water to be able to sail through, so that could be worth having, even if it's mostly for decoration for this area here. But yeah, getting some of these carved into something neater would be nice as well. Can serve our patrons with the doors open. Bite to eat while you jog. Oh, and you know what? We already have some bauxite, but I think I'm gonna go and get some more anyway because this is kind of slated for. Slated for construction here. So we'll get like 2 or 3 pallets along with everything else, namely the olivine. So let's go grab our plugs. We have our bed. We have extra of these. Let's put these in the honey pot. And you're not in there. Just wanted to see if I had any more band-aids hiding somewhere. Alright. In the beehive pot. The honey pot. Okay, and then we're off in this direction. To this direction. To get our plugs. And our hammer. And you. And you. Alright. Sweet, thank you, I assume, for the website info, and your build is really cool. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Faux Shamil. Outside dining tables, maybe some couches out back on the waterfront. Yeah, probably mostly dining tables. Maybe some like, ooh, maybe not couches, because they'd be exposed to the weather and the sun, and leather and fabric don't do great in that. But what if we did like some kind of either a wicker or like a wrought iron style, like painted bench with like, you know, like a mesh, like a wrought iron quote mesh back, you know. You've been using iron plugs for quarrying. I would too, but I want to push to steel. Because I don't want to have to smith, 12 iron plugs, and then use them twice and then make the steel plugs, which we'll need 14 of. So I think I want to just skip that part. Plus, we don't need that much more stone until we get to steel. So I think I'll stick with these for now. Oh, hello. And hello, speaking of hellos, to Lake Filter. And Chris Benkenneed. Welcome. Chris, you're a new face around here. Welcome. Somewhere in here, there is high fertility soil. Oh, the olivine's way out there. Wow, okay. And do we have another olivine deposit? Oh, we have one right here. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we go to. We'll be going out here anyway, so let's just do that. I also didn't mark where our quarry is. I think it's right around here somewhere. Alright, we're going to mark this. Pin you. There we are. And Chris caught up on the VODs and thought to drop in for the live stream. Hey, well, glad to see you here. Thanks for coming and supporting the channel. Splorsh. Something I do wonder is how will swimming with mounts work? Will we get dismounted like in the other block game? Or can we swim with a mount? And also, I'm noticing something. The last couple streams, we get like a... Oh, there it is. But we got a lot more weird hitches while swimming, especially sideways. And I think I found out what was going on there. We'll still get some, but the weird hitches that were kind of constant should be relatively minimized. OneDrive was apparently like completely saturating my SSD's bandwidth, just like for hours at a time. So some troubleshooting there and got that resolved. And we have Jawad Gurj GHRDJ. Welcome, Jawad. You OneDrive. Yeah, I know. All right. Question to anyone who knows. Does it help to stream on computer and TV at the same time? If so, you're happy to make it a habit. Oh, you mean like running multiple streams? I don't actually know. I don't know if you count as two viewers for the view counts or anything, or if it's just... I mean, I would assume that Google would recognize that, you know, it's the same person. Unless you're maybe, like, not logged in. And Foxcry is here. How's it going? It's going okay. It's going okay. We had a bit of a week. So I took the, you know, last weekend off for family birthdays, big celebrations, and, well, little celebrations for little family members. But we had some crazy water come through, some crazy storms from one of the hurricanes. I forget which one. But I ended up spending a couple days bailing water out of the basement. So that's how it's going. But such is life. And the water getting in was kind of my own fault for not keeping up maintenance on the drain outside. So whoopsie. It has been medium, like, since at least 24 hours ago. Yeesh. Where do I get to where the olivine is, and then I'll dig us a little hidey hole. And then we'll just sleep through the night. Do I not have a sump pump? I do. So, I have a sump pump. Our basement is not graded properly. So the water coming in is directed away from the sump. Ooh, red clay here. I think we've already marked a fair bit of red clay. Oh, here's another good spot for maybe getting a bauxite. It's not quite as far. Maybe I'm going to mark this as a possible quarry site. Possible box quarry. And we'll do something like that. No, it's too much like our copper. Let's do, I don't know, that. Sure. Perfect. Let's make our way through here and... Ah, okay, so we laddered our way down. That's how we found this. Right, okay. I see where you're going with this. Alright. Alright, well let's just pop a bed down. Right here. It's enough of a hidey hole. We'll just sleep, hopefully till it's like, not medium? Maybe not quite morning. And I will hydrate while we're doing that. And we're starving. Bite to eat this morning. Get some of this going on. Get you out of here. And pick up the bed. Old Wolf of Faron says, didn't know that hurricanes made landfall. Yeah, there was one that came in. I mean, they all come in the south. It's back to medium. Wonderful. Did it? I wasn't looking. Did it like blink off of medium and then go back to it? I mean, that's interesting. Did we go down there last time? I don't recall. Let's just get some of this. I don't think we're going to need the bombs for this because it's sort of spread out here, looks like. We could also take a tippy tap with you and see if there's any actual peridot nearby. But yeah, so the storms hit the south. Just Olivine, okay. Huge amounts, all right. Maybe we could do the bombs. The bombas. Yep, storms, I live in the northeast portion of the U.S., and whenever the storms make landfall, they make their way up here. We get the dregs, usually. We don't always... In fact, we don't often get, like, crazy hurricane stuff, but when there are dregs of storms to deal with, we get them. What are we building today in Goxon? We are going to be working on the steamitation furnace. Yeah, this is the tail end of this olivine deposit, so I think it's going to expand that way, maybe? Hard to say. It's like a single layer thick so far. Here we go. This might be a good spot to drop our first bomb. Maybe it is opening up this way. Alright. First bomba. Got some bomba tea. Where's that boba tea? Boop. Boom. Alright. That's more like it. Oh yeah. Get some of this good stuff. And I'll probably get a few stacks of this. I don't recall how much we need. But I am going to be doing the tier 2 refractory bricks. So we do need the olivine for that. And I wouldn't say no to having some extras, like for doing like green glass. But it's not a priority. At least not yet. I do think, at some point in the future here, a big stained glass thing would be pretty cool to do. We're here, friends. Can I get bombs to get the silver from quartz? You can. I don't recommend it. So bombs have a 10% chance to destroy whatever you're trying to mine. So you'll get 10% less of whatever you're trying to get. And that means there's a reasonable chance you'll be losing out on some of that silver or gold you're trying to mine. So I don't really recommend it. If you have like a lot of, if you need to get a lot of gold and silver really fast and you just need to bomb it out for some reason, then sure, go for it, I guess. Interesting, this little white specks I hadn't noticed before. Do bombs blow up titanium? Yes. However, you still have to get some steel first in order to actually like smash titanium. So not super useful until you at least already have some steel. Uh-oh. Take some damage there. Bombs deal like laughably little damage though. To the point where I'm just like, okay, why even bother with the damage? Oh, what was that? Nothing. But I saw a thing. Didn't know what it was. But it turned out to be just more olivine. Shucks. Nope. You know what? Let's see like one or two more of these. Yeah, I'll stand right here, and we'll look at the explosion, because we're not a cool guy today. And you'll see how little damage it does. Yep, 1 damage. I don't think that damage even takes into account or affects your armor. I'm reasonably certain. Because I've taken full blast to the face with, like, nothing on before. How we doing here? Let's do another one. And we'll never want to come back here again. Will not be a very friendly place in the future. But also, with the question about doing bombs for silver and gold, the other consideration is that it also has a very high chance, like 90% or more, to destroy any crystallized ores. And with the rarity of silver and gold being what it is, it's like the ability to get the crystallized bits, like the larger amount chunks, is actually a pretty big boon. So I really recommend if you find a like a silver or gold vein in quartz, my personal recommendation is to mine it by hand by doing like a branch mine like you would in the other block game. And then, only once you have everything that you think you want, and you don't find any more on the pro pick, then go through with the bombs and bomb out the quartz. You know what? Let's do it. Let's see what's here. Hey guys. Oh, don't worry, I'm coming down to you. Oh. Alright. I forgot this mod. Beat it, buddy. Oh, hello. Right in the face. And another one. Oh. And we have Catsy in chat. Hello, hello. Yes, I have never ever spoken aloud the name of the other block game. Never ever. Right, guys? What is up here? Weird loop back. Okay. We got a dead end. Let's try this direction. I smell a dead end. Getting that cinnamon scent once again. Yep. Okay. We go down. More cinnamon. And then we have down this way too. Yep, okay. That brings us to here, which is just out. Okay. Not too shabby. I mean, boring. Nothing to find down there. All right. let's get out of here. We're going to fill up our basket on our back, which I hope I remember to bring. And then we will head out to... If we can find where we mined bauxite before, we'll go there. I think it's somewhere in here. I think it's right there, actually. We will get some more bauxite. Don't need a ton. Just to... Well. Alright, I see how this is going to go. Let's dump these little stones in here for now. How to deal with this little issue. I don't need these. And I really only need like 2 or 3 pallets, so this is enough. The other block game where you craft and mine? No, this is the game where you craft and mine. The other one, I don't know people doing that one. Is this our mine? No. It wasn't a flat spot, as I recall, so right around here should be just about where it's at. I might just run over to that spot we marked a minute ago. Vimsy James says, I've gotten you on RimWorld again. Well, blame KD8, not me. KD8 got me stuck on RimWorld. Oh, and I was going to post it the other night. I forgot to. I have a screenshot of my 2 colonists that I've been shipping forever. I mean, like, literally, I think 5 or 6 in-game years. I've been shipping them forever. And they finally got together. Finally. Alright, we're doing one more quick loop around here, and then I'm going to give up and just use that new spot to mine. It definitely wasn't over here. Oh well. Didn't mark it somewhere else, did I? That's just copper. And it's possible quarry. But not the quarry. Very strange. I'm not sure why I wouldn't have marked it in the first place. Alright, new quarry it is. That is hard to look at. Whew. It's eye-searing. Oh, wait. Found it. Right there. Alright. Yep, with ladder and everything. Alright, we're going to mark this time. Bauxite. Quarry. And I think I will just do the bright orange, but I think I'll do that instead of the pickaxe. There we go. So yeah, we just got a few here. Okay. Well, that's easy. It's not too bad. Let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just do. We can go up here. Ladder. And we'll just use our shovel, our very almost dead shovel. Before, and then like so. And we should be able to just pop these plugs in the right orientation. Hunting a quarry, yeah. It's about how it goes. Alright, let's hammer these guys in. Vimsy James's colony is small. You always struggle to make them aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, colonies, you are limited sometimes, especially with different terrain formations, into making something that works rather than is pleasing to the eye, and that's fine. My colony is... I wouldn't say it's, like, super pleasing to the eye. It's not terrible, but it's not, like... I've seen some crazy builds where, like, oh, I built this colony to look like a giant lotus flower opening over a lake. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you build those and then make them defensible? They're just nuts to me. I mean, in a good way. I'm not not trashing those by any means. I think they're gorgeous. I just can't imagine, like, planning that and then actually building it. I guess I could have just stayed up here and hammered these out. Wobbly Boost says, welcome back. Hey, thanks. It's good to be back. I had some, like, weird jitters this morning about it. I was talking about a little bit how I've sort of felt like, what year is it earlier? But I think I'm getting back into the swing of it. Katie8 asking about the colonists I got together. Yes, it was Raven and Kate. Kate was the one that Raven was pursuing for a very long time. And the reason is that Raven is a what's it called? The technophile or whatever it is, where they like artificial bodies, so like limbs and eyes and things. Because they're like, I want to be a robot for realsies. Got one more, I think. And Kate, by virtue of being a melee character, kept getting her arms and legs and things chopped off by everything under the sun. And so she had like a full body replacement, everything but her spine and her head. And so Raven was like, oh, you're just so hot, you're made of metal. And Kate's like, yeah, whatever. But like before they were even friends, Raven was already hitting on her. And I like that in RimWorld, it's, you know, if your colonists don't particularly like each other, you know, when one asks one out, if the other one doesn't like them back, they'll actually like say no, and they'll they'll like sort of get angry at them, and the one that did the asking will get sad. All right, 3 pallets, that should be plenty. Yes, we're also out of space, so plenty it is. All right, let's roll out of here. Let's go take this stuff home. And then we will head out for the last bit of this gathering mission, which will be some quartz. What are these? Lobster mushrooms. Yum, yum. But yeah, I've also... I forget if I mentioned this, but I was writing little short stories about Raven and Kate back in 2019, and I was posting on Reddit. And with Katie getting me back into RimWorld, I ended up writing some more short stories. And I definitely want to write the story about them getting together, because it was like right before a big bug infestation, because I keep doing deep drilling, and I had just sent them out on a like on a trading mission, because I was out of components and not making them fast enough at home, and like they're still on the map, just about to leave, and Raven says something about like how she's a great judge of character, and that was what wooed Kate into agreeing to go out with her. Previously, Raven had done things like joked about Kate's weight. I'm like, that's not, no, that one does not simply. A lychee tree? Ah, with ripe lychees. I'm going to leave these here. I don't like... Oh, ripe in 31 days. Okay. They probably shouldn't be pink already then. Yeah, I don't like lychees in this game. They're not nutritious terribly. And they don't, as I recall, don't last a whole lot. Or very long. So I find them to kind of be a waste of space. You get essentially half the amount of nutrition per unit of volume. And therefore a unit of effort. Foxcry says, you like to think that from Kate's perspective, she's probably thinking, wait, Raven actually sees me for who I am beyond the tech. That's actually what I felt like too. Like, you know, also, I'm starting to build the spaceship. So in my mind, my colonists are starting to think about what they're going to be doing after we leave this, you know, 165 degree hellhole. I have a crazy, crazy hot desert colony. And so I like to think of Kate finally realizing that this is finally the end of all this, you know, hardship and Raven's, you know, being genuine for once, and seeing meaning in what, you know, what she's telling her. So yeah, that's sort of how I pictured what was going on. Because you're right, she, like, Raven, in basically all of her different attempts to woo Kate, was like, because you can read in the social tab like what they tried to say to woo them, and it's like, oh, she made a joke about badgers. It's like, oh, well, okay, sure, Raven. How romantic. And so finally she does something meaningful, and it worked. Right, guy says, you find it's kind of messed up how they don't give you much guidance in building the ship. Yeah! So when I first started playing, you basically just needed one of each part. You needed one engine, one reactor. I think the reactor was smaller back then too. Not positive, but I think it was. And then one, I think like one navigation piece, but the AI persona cores weren't a thing back then. And so I started building a ship, and I'm like, okay, let's check out the reactor, see what it wants me to do. And it says, oh, need 2 more engines. I'm like, what? I kind of feel like it's a little bit grindy. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the 3 engines. And then they added a sensors thing, or maybe it was the maybe the sensors thing was already there, and that's what I was thinking of when they added the requirement for an AI persona core to be placed into into a separate like navigational thing. But the hegemony would not be pleased to hear about that, for sure. Sudden crossover. Alright, we don't need the plugs anymore. Plugs go bye-bye. Hammer go bye-bye. Let's find a place for all the Olivine. Right. Right, storage. Storage is a thing in this game. Let's see. Do we have anything that's blank here? Mr. Andesite. You know what? Let's just put this somewhere for now. Mr. Andesite. It's empty. It goes in here. Some of that. So the bauxite can go in here. At least this bauxite. Oh, whatever. Really, 1 stack? Sheesh. And it is still medium. Okay. Well, let's get up to our gold mine here. And we're going to start bombing it out. So there is still some gold and silver to be found. I'm going to stay away from the areas where we have any on the Propic. How are you doing? Oh, you're ready for planting. Although it is getting into hot temperatures soon. You know what? Guys, before we go, we're going to plant one more crop of flax. Because we don't... we have some, but as I understand, for some of the things that I want to do, we need a lot more flax still going forward. So, let's do that. We'll also get rid of this extra dirt while we're here. Boop. Alright, everything else is good here. And now we just want to get our scythe and our seeds. Ooh, here we go, full stack. And let's turn you into remove mode. Boop. Get some free grass while we're at it. Not that kind of grass, just the regular kind. Weird. Jawad said something, but it's all starred out to me. Very weird. Jawad, since you're new around here, there's a bit of a joke that the other block game's name is a bad word. You're not actually going to get banned for it, though. All right, let's get these planted. Ideally, this would be the last planting in this field, but That might not be. Well, everyone, that's about all the time we have for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.